You're a Legionnaire, aren't you? Bad idea coming here.
Why would you say that? Is there trouble in the village?
The Rill is an occupied town. Not sure how you got this far with all the Lascanzi about.
I dealt with some mercenaries. They were a nuisance, nothing more.
Won't matter. The Lascanzi have the village surrounded, and they've fortified the upper town. It's a lost cause.
Do you know where I can find Lazar Basili?
No, I haven't seen him. Not since the mercenaries got here. Some of the folk in town may know more, but I doubt they'll tell you.
And why is that?
They're scared. The Lascanzi have already killed one of our constables, and now they're asking a lot of questions about Legionnaires. Everyone knows the Legion is finished. It would be foolish to help you.
Are you going to let me pass, or not?
I've no orders to stop you. Open the gates!
Please, I just want to be left alone. Can't a widow grieve in peace?
How did your husband die?
The mercenary filth marched in and took over the Rill. My husband Vaclav was a constable here in town. Vaclav spoke out against the invaders, and one of the bastards ran him through without a second thought. Murdered him in cold blood. A curse on all Lascanzi.
This murderer needs to be brought to justice. Who was it?
I heard the others cheer his name. Boris. As he... I beg you, Legionnaire, avenge this wrong.
We'll give him justice, cold and swift. What does he look like, and where has he gone?
He wore a sash across his face. Bring me that sash and I'll know the bastard is dead.
By the Dark Sister's Ars, you are breathtaking. Just as Leona said you'd be. But, you don't even recognize me, do you?
And why exactly would I recognize you,
It doesn't matter, but I'd hoped. No, not here on the streets, with eyes and ears all around. Listen close. An army holds this town, Liscanzi every one, bloodied in the wars to the south. Our employer, she is persistent, yes. She is still looking for you and your friends.
Your dashing man of mystery act grows tiresome. If you know who's behind this, tell me her name.
Dashing, eh? Why, thank you. You'll have your answers, but not here, not from me. Not with her so close. They set me here to look for you, to lead you into a trap. Too bad for them. Maybe I don't hear those orders so well. My sister, Leona, she waits for you in the cave west of town. Should you seek her out, it would be to your benefit.
I'm looking for survivors from the Montbaron estate. Do you know where they might be?
Single-minded, aren't you? I admire that. And again, I say it is very much to your benefit to seek out my sister.
To my benefit? What about yours?
Don't tell me you've been among these Ebbins so long you've started to believe their lies about our people's greed. Suffice to say that our interests are aligned for the moment, and we may both profit from this messy affair.
I'll need better directions to this cave.
Follow the road out of town to the west. Then look for a trail heading north, into the woods. This little adventure of ours, it's not exactly in my employer's interest. If you meet her soldiers on the road, be wary. They aren't as charming as me. Now go, before the wrong person sees us talking, yes?
I heard that everyone in the Legion was killed, yet here you stand. Perhaps you can help me. When the Liscanzi took the town, one of their leaders stole something of great importance. I'd like the Legion to get it back.
What did the Liscanzi take from you?
A small golden statue of Azurnai. It's been in my family for generations. It's the most valuable thing I own. Or owned, as it were. A Liscanzi sergeant burst into my home and just took my statue from its shrine. Then he threatened to kill my wife if I said so much as a word.
Do you know where I can find Lazar Basili?
I'm little concerned for the well-being of Lazar Basile, the fool. I'm of the mind this entire mess is his failing.
I'll find your property, if I can. Do you know the name of the thief?
They called him Ottokar, I think. He camps with the rest of the mercenary scum in the forest to the west.
Have a care with all that boot stomping. You'll scare the fish.
If the fish aren't biting here, why not find another spot?
I don't need to find another spot. I know the best fishing hole in the valley. Problem is, I just can't fish there no more. Something nasty took up residence in my favorite pond. Last time I tried to drop a line there, it nearly killed me.
I'm a Legionnaire. Is there anything I can do to help?
Not sure why you'd want to tangle with that thing, but if you can put it down, I'd be happy as a fly in the outhouse. Of course,
Where can I find this creature?
head east out of town and look for a pond to the south. That's where you'll find the beast. Here, take some of my secret bait with you. When you find the pond, toss it in the water. The smell seemed to draw it out last time.
Back to the fight.
You're still alive? Maybe you're tougher than you look. Is the lousy beast dead?
It's dead. Here's one of its teeth.
Well, call me a crug-loving mule. I can't believe it. I'm guessing you'll be wanting that reward, then.
I need to know where I can find Lazar Basili.
Not sure. I checked with Grigori. He follows Lazar around like a pup chasing the teeth.
You obviously need the coin, Jakob. I only ask you speak kindly of the Legion in the future.
Truly? Maybe you Legionnaires aren't so bad after all. You and me should go fishing sometime.
I'll leave you to your work.
Right. See you around. News of your deeds spread quickly throughout the town. Perhaps the Legion is not as feeble as the Lascanzi would have us believe. I know you've been asking about Lazar. It turns out he had some correspondence with a rather elusive Legionnaire, someone called Odo. That did not sit well with the woman who hired the Lascanzi. She locked poor Lazar in one of the holding cells beneath the town hall.
The town hall? And where is that?
It is in the upper part of town, but you'll not be able to reach it. The Lascanzi have fortified the upper town, and they are letting no one inside.
How do you know about this alleged correspondence with the Legion?
I wrote most of the letters myself. I have been Lazar's clerk for almost 20 years now.
The Legion doesn't abandon its allies. Lazar will have his freedom.
If you truly mean to save Lazar, I am at your service. What would you have me do?
Carry a message to Odo in the old Legion chapter house. Tell him what's happened to Lazar.
If it will aid my friend, I shall do as you ask. You'd best be off before any Lascanzi brigands spot us conspiring against them.
Good, you've come. I was beginning to fear my brother was too late, and you were killed or taken by the others.
I was told you had some information that would be useful.
Straight to business, then? As you wish. You weren't the only one to escape the slaughter at the estate, but the others were soon recaptured or slain.
The Lescansi took prisoners. Where are they being held?
In this very cave. At least one is still alive, maybe more. I offer you this. A key that will open the prisoners' cages. If you hurry, they might still be saved.
What are the Lescansi planning to do with the prisoners?
They'll be held here until the witches have prepared their rituals. Then they will be... questioned.
They'll be tortured for information, you mean?
Torture? No, that is far too subtle. We Lescansi are more direct. The witches will prepare a sacred fire, into which the captives will be thrown. At the moment of death, their souls will be snared by magic.
What happens to their souls after the witches snare them?
A witch can wring knowledge from a soul like water from a sponge. There is no resisting such magic, even for the strongest. And when this spell is done, their souls will crumble into nothing.
I need to know more about you before I agree to this. How can I trust you?
Because, dear girl, blood is thicker than water. And yes, thicker even than gold. But if you insist, my name is Leona, and I have my own goals that are not shared by our kinsmen. Is that sufficient? Or shall we dicker about as the flames grow hot?
What kind of opposition can I expect?
Doubtless you have faced Lescansi mercenaries already. More await you below. But you've made it this far. They should prove little challenge. The witches may give you more pause. Their spells are deadly, and they have power over the dead. Be wary, but moreover, be quick.
Very well, I'll accept your gift. And if it turns out to be genuine, you'll have my thanks.
I am pleased to see I was right about you. Go now. It would be better if I were elsewhere. Perhaps we'll speak again, after this affair is finished.